Right then, it's PowerDisc time. A very unusual and very strange 10-to-1 lift. So it's got 10-to-1 cabling and no counterweight. Now the cabling wheels are on the side of the lift, so only once do the cables actually pass across the lift. So from the motor it goes down, then up to wheels at the top of the shaft at the side, then the cable goes across to the other side, then does the same thing going round wheels on the other side, totaling a 10-to-1. Then the ends of the cable then go to a cable tensioning way. So the reason for that is that the other end of the cable going the other way down the motor as the loose end of the cable, but that loose end needs to be wrapped up. So there's also another set of 10-to-1 underneath the lift just to wrap up the loose end of the cable. Then the very end of that cable then goes up to the other side of the tensioning way, and that way it's just to keep the whole system tensioned so there's traction on the motor. It's actually a very useful lift for very small buildings with non-standard sized lift shafts, such as where it's like a very small lift being replaced or there's some sort of weird building that's not built in a standard way. It's now discontinued, replaced with the Kone Nano. I've not actually come across one of those yet. Also there's a second lift for small lift shafts that Kone does, which is the Kone PowerDisc. This means that Kone actually has two competing models of lift, both targeted to a very small part of the lift market, which means that these models are actually pretty rare to come across. Let's now take a ride in the lift. Freedom, set up nicely. I wasn't expecting that to be in this building.
It used to be. My mod doesn't work either. Yeah. Gives the first two keys which are on the inside, which it doesn't have.
You can change it in the logic, it's probably on the wrong country setting.
For the American.
It's locked, isn't it? It's got trip lock.
Oh yeah, it's got trip lock with. The motor's a GX01, or GX06. GX01.
There's only one PowerDisc motor. There's two variants, motoring version and the MRL version. I haven't seen one of these for a long time.
And it does free fall downwards.
They tested it?
Yeah. No, he's called right. He's got a new lock, I think. Yeah, 5.7. It's 2009, this.
Emergency store?
Feel the floor shake when you do it. Some of it, they're trying. Like the shaft lights are in the shaft, that doesn't do anything.
And let's now surf it.
Doors open. Going down.
Tiny cables.
Floor down. Doors open. Going up. Doors closing.
Top.
Doors open. Going up.
It's the buffer. Yeah, weight section is weird. Governor cable, main cables. Governor cable's bigger than the main cables. It's so weird. This. Strange 10-to-1. Then underneath the lift you get the bottom lap. So these cables loop round for your 10-to-1 at the top. Then underneath in the pit you get a second loop round to wrap up the loose ends of the cables. Then the balancing weight there holds the whole thing tensioned.
That is weird.
GMX1. Yeah. There's two versions actually. It's weird design. Oh, it's got wrap round. It's got a double wrap. Oh, interesting. And let's take a look underneath the lift at how the loose end of the cable is wrapped up.
Loose ends, it's how I thought it is. So ends of the cables go out and they tie up. It literally has wheels there just to tie up the loose ends. So the loose end of the cable as it goes up has to be wrapped around something so it doesn't just dangle.